Draw a box on an image, and it edits exactly there. Feed it 10 reference images, and it furnishes a whole room. Then everything flows straight into Seedance as video. This is Seedream 5.0 Pro, ByteDance's new image model, now officially live on Atlas Cloud. Let's put it through some real tests. So what's actually new this generation? In short, it takes editing seriously. You tell it what to change, and it changes that. Instead of re-rolling the whole image and praying, I've lined up 4 tests, starting in the Atlas Cloud Playground. Every prompt I used today is in the description. Let's go. First, the room itself. I wanted to design our set from scratch, so I wrote a quick prompt for a living room and left it half empty on purpose. We'll be filling it up as we go. Now, the headline feature, Markup editing. Instead of typing out where things go, you draw on the image. A red box on the wall art means put a fluffy blue monster head there. A green circle for a floating soap bubble. Doodles for a ball of yarn and a throw blanket on the couch. And my favorite, 2 white stick figures on the rug with the note, turn them into a real couple, dancing. 5 instructions in a single click, and all 5 landed, first try. Look at the dancers. That started as a stick figure doodle, and the rougher your sketch is, the harder the result hits. Keep an eye on those 2, by the way. They have a bigger steam coming. Next up, color. Rather than typing make it moody, I went to a site that catalogs films by their color palettes, picked a movie screenshot I love, and screenshotted its palette. Mossy greens, olive, deep forest tones. The prompt is basically one sentence. Turn image 1 into the color scheme of image 2 and change nothing else. And the whole room just walked into another film. Same couch, same dancers, new mood. I ran a warmer palette from a second film too, so that's 2 versions. Then for the third one, I skipped the palette entirely and fed it a blue-toned film still, straight up. It lifted the grade right off the frame. Here's what turns this from a party trick into a pipeline. Seedream's images carry a trust watermark, so they go straight into Seedance, ByteDance's video model, without getting falsely flagged at the door. I sent our doodle dancers in with one line, they waltz. Feel palette you said to so. 5 minutes ago, these 2 were pen scribbles. Now they're waltzing through a color-graded film scene. And heads up, Seedance 2.5 is right around the corner. Back in the room, the 2 of them are dancing in complete silence, and you can feel it. The place needs music. So I went digging on Pinterest and found a collage sheet full of instruments. A grand piano, guitars, vinyl records, a turntable. I pasted them into the room in Photoshop. Flat cutout stickers, no blending. Then, one instruction. Decorate this living room naturally using the items from the reference images. Keep the room, the dancers, the neon sign, and the lighting consistent. Correct perspective and shadows. And every sticker turned into the real thing. A grand piano by the wall, a ukulele leaning on the sofa, records scattered across the rug, all in correct perspective with correct shadows. Pro accepts up to 10 reference images, and this is what that's for. You rough out the idea, and it does the staging. Last test, text. And a twist, for this whole section I left the playground and called the API directly. Same model, same key, much faster for batch work. Image models have been embarrassing at text for years, so make an infographic poster recapping this video. 4 sections, real captions, small footer text, and it came back readable, small print included. Will it hit 0 typos every single time? No, and even the official docs won't promise that. But compare it to where we were a year ago. And since the API takes any model in the pool, I reran the same prompts across a few other top models by changing one string. 3 scenes, the infographic, a boxing movie still, a 3D game screenshot. I'll keep my opinions out of this one. Pause the video, zoom in, and judge yourself. Then one last batch, a full website screenshot, translated into Arabic, Japanese, Spanish, Korean, French, Russian. Layouts held, right to left handled, over a dozen languages, natively. So how do you get access? Sign into Atlas Cloud, open the console, create an API key. That's the whole process, maybe 30 seconds. And the code? Hand your key to a coding agent, tell it what you want, and it makes the calls. My favorite part? That key isn't limited to Seedream 5.0 Pro. It covers the whole Seedream family, Seedance for video, and every model we compared today. Swap the model string, and you've switched models. Oh, and 2 upgrades land in the next week or 2. Layered output, where elements come back as separate transparent layers, and native 4K. Same key, same endpoint. All the prompts are in the description, along with the API link. 1 API key, all the models. Go make something. See you at the next model drop.